So this much here would go into your curry whilst it's cooking, including the stalks and all. And then for garnish would be the top end, the pretty end. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm just going to take this end bit off because it's the growing part. You can coriander and cumin. Okay, so if you watch me, it's kind of generous.
Okay.
Okay, so it's 1 heaped teaspoon and a half teaspoon. Okay, it's quite generous. So I'll do it again. 1 and 1 and a half. Just like that, maybe a little bit more. There we go. Okay, so you can be quite generous with that one. Here's the turmeric. Okay, you can do less if you want. If you want less, all right.
Let's just get to that much.
Okay, how do you want yours, Paul?
Don't mind. You can leave it to you.
Go with mine.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
So it's about half.
About half, yeah. And then because we want to use for tempering as well. 1 sort of rounded teaspoon of the cumin seed goes in there like that. I'll do that one.
So that's not ground down?
No, it's going to be whole. So whether you want to share that time with those people, I just felt, I learnt good skills, but I just felt that, there we go. All right.
Thank you very much.
You can put them here or here, it's up to you. Spoons, I've got a wooden spoon there for you. All right. So, just I've got about 2 tablespoons of the vegetable oil. That's going to go into the pan. Like so. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to take the cassia bark and pop that into that oil. Oh, right. This is interesting. I've had a power cut. So basically, we'll go back to where I was. It'll start to sizzle into the oil. Okay, and then it's starting to infuse, which is what I want. What I will do is take the cumin seed and a little bit of the garlic. Now you see the colour of the garlic here. It's like white. It's like a white colour. Yeah. When you cook that, it will go like a lovely chip. You know, like a delicious chip. That browny golden colour. That's the colour you want. You don't want it to go black, but a nice browny golden. Then you add in the cumin seeds, and that'll sizzle in. Then you add in your onions. Okay. So you can see it's starting to sizzle. Happy with that?
Yeah.
Okay. And that goes in like so. So we're going to cook that nice sort of garlic flavour in that oil. Yeah. Give that a little. It doesn't take too long. Probably about 20 to 30 seconds. On a sort of. This is quite a high heat actually. Medium to high heat. So can you see there? It's gone from a white to a light brown. Yeah. So when you see that, add in your cumin seeds like so. Okay. Give that a little sort of toss because it releases all the flavours to all parts. And then give it 10 seconds or so. You can see the change of the colour of the seed from a green to a brown. Add that in like that. So that's your first stage, okay? I'll move my spoon. Then you've got your spoon, give that a really good stir. So the oil goes all the way around. Into the onion. So all those flavours will start to seep through. What we're going to do, we're going to let these go translucent. We're going to make sure the lid is on so it softens them. Put that down to a simmer. Lid goes on. Ready for that? And then we'll add in the ginger, garlic and chilli paste and we'll cook that through and I'll show you how to do that. We'll cook these spices, they're going to go in there as well. It's very easy now. And then a tin of tomatoes. We're going to use, I tried the recipe with a whole tin and it just dilutes the flavour so it works actually with 3/4 of the tin. But I suppose you can add more spices and a bit more salt to accommodate for the extra, but for this purpose we'll do 3/4 if that's alright. Give that a stir and then we wait for the oils to rise before we even add in the main ingredient, which is the chicken in this case. So that will be the next stage.
The quantities that you've given us, is that for one or for two? Or?
Oh, for what we're going to cook today, it depends on your portion size.
All right.
For me, it would be 3, maybe for 3.
All right, okay.
But mainly for 2, so tonight, you and your other half. Yeah. Like before, we cooked the garlic. It's the same scenario that we're going to be doing here. There's a hint that I need to teach you. Is that you'll know when it's cooking when it starts to catch. Can you see? I know I've got a non-stick pan, but actually that's starting to catch at the bottom of my pan. Can you see? I know it's cooking. So it'll start to change colour from a white colour to that sort of nice browny colour, and the catching. So probably about 20 seconds or so on a medium to high flame. Okay, yep, so it's catching. I'm going to take, there's my spices. And take these spices. Are these yours or mine? Right, they're all the same. Oh no, that's yours.
That's mine, yeah.
Because of the chilli, actually, doesn't it?
Nearly.
What I suggest you do is you mix the spices that are on your plate here. So then, just in case you haven't mixed it well in your pan, at least you've got the initial start here, so all the chillies are in one plate and one mouthful. So that goes in there like that. Okay. Good stir again. Again, it will start to catch at the base.
Smells amazing.
Yeah, it's good. And again, can you see the catching? And then, what you're going to do, take your tin tomato, 3/4. So that one's left over. Alright?
Yep.
Got it? Got the prod. You can dab here. This is what you can't tell. I know, that door's weird. It actually opens the other way as well. I know. There's a store behind that door as well. There we go. And that's where you're going to cook your sauce through, because most people at this point would add in their main ingredient as well, but we have to hang on in there and actually wait for the oils to come to the surface, and then we add the chicken or the chickpea to the sauce. Is that okay, Vic? And what we're waiting for, you can see the oil rising to the surface. That's telling me that the sauce is cooking. Okay. You kind of get like these little volcanic, volcanoes come to the top, and that's where you are. And then, as I mentioned before, remember the coriander, stalk end. You can see that's quite a lot there. The stalk end's going to go in. Okay. Do that. Thank you, my lovely assistant. Give that a good stir, like so. And we're going to wait for that to cook through before we add the chicken in. Is that all right? Yours is going to be like mine. Yours is nearly there, Paul. But there. Can you see I've got oil, streaks of oil there? You can see oil coming around the edges there. And I've got these volcanoes there. Can you see that volcano? So volcanic things. Right, that's telling me my sauce is cooked. So in goes the chicken. Okay, and the sauce. Okay, I'm just going to put that on a high setting. So I've just stirred in the chicken. It goes from like a pink colour to, and I sealed it. Okay, and I'm going like a white, or in our case more sort of a yellowy colour. Okay. And when that's ready, I then add my water, and I tend to put in probably about 100 to 150 millilitres of boiling hot water, but it depends on the kind of soupy consistency you want. So if you want a consistency that's got a lot of sauce to it, then obviously you add more water in. But if you want a thicker sauce at the end, then don't add so much in. But if you put too much in and you think, blimey, I don't want it this then just boil it away at the end and it'll be okay. Is that all right? Okay, so you can see this is your next stage. Okay,